Hello and welcome to Wonder WhyZ. My name is Soham and today we are going to talk about the upcoming big mission of Hokage Naruto in the future of the Boruto series. But before that, if you're new here then please consider subscribing to our channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content along with a bunch of other stuff. With that being said, let's begin the video, and of course a mandatory manga spoiler warning for all the anime only fans. Now I definitely think that a very huge mission for Hokage Naruto is coming up very soon, especially after the events of Boruto Manga chapter 57. I don't really think this is going to happen in the very next chapter, but it is definitely coming up very soon, and that is in relation to the Jubi or the 10 Tails. Now along with the situation of Code, it was pretty evident that the Jubi is also a very big threat. The entire older generation that played a part in the 4th Great Ninja War knows the actual destructive prowess of the Jubi, and hence they are the ones who are truly, kind of scared about it because they know the scale of destruction that this thing can provide. And that is very evident from the dialogues of the other Kages as well, which takes place in the 5 Kage summit from Boruto chapter 57. Now here Shikamaru obviously brings up the question of the 10 Tails, but I don't think that he or anyone for that matter is actually qualified enough to go and investigate about him. Now don't get me wrong, I am not shitting upon Shikamaru here, but I don't really think a lot of people are actually capable enough to go on this dangerous mission as such. Prior to the current events, this was basically the forte of Sasuke because of his Rinnegan prowess and the space-time ninjutsu based stuff. But currently, because of the scenario that took place after the Borushiki incident, Sasuke has lost his Rinnegan and he is no longer going to be able to do these things anymore. And as such, I think that the responsibility very fairly falls upon Naruto himself because he is currently the Hokage. Now some people can obviously bring up the fact that he is actually the Hokage and he cannot really leave the village as such to go on such a dangerous mission, that is to survey the 10 Tails and possibly even eliminate it as such. But I definitely think that this has a lot of merit, and the very reason that Naruto is the Hokage means that he has to do it himself. But unfortunately I don't think that he's going to be able to do this thing alone. He definitely needs a team. I think a 3-man team would be very sufficient here, and maybe just for the time being, the older Hokages, possibly Kakashi, can be brought forth here. Now in my opinion, the team will consist of course Naruto because he's the Hokage and he's the person who is most knowledgeable about all of these things. And other than that, I think that the series can very well bring about Yamato at this moment because after all he's very excellent in infiltration missions. And other than that, I think the third member has to be a Hyuga clan member because the help of the Byakugan is very essential here. Now here I don't really think that Naruto is going to bring his son Boruto. Rather, for this particular situation, I think that there are only 2 candidates and they are none other than Hinata as well as Hanabi. Now the choice for Hinata is pretty obvious because she's after all the mother of Boruto, and she's definitely going to be very anxious to find out the answers as to what can eventually cure her son. But even more than that, she's actually the person who is most capable with the Byakugan, so it makes sense for her to actually go. Now obviously some people will say that she's kind of technically retired in the Boruto era, but I don't really think that is the case. The confusion mostly arises because of the way in which Hinata is handled both in the anime as well as the manga. It mostly shows her as a housewife, and it is kind of evident because of course Naruto is the Hokage now, so she has to take care of the household. But I don't really think that she's technically retired at this moment because in the Naruto Shinden novels, she actually goes on a mission. But even if we are not counting Hinata in this particular situation, I think that Hanabi would be a very suitable choice for this because of her prowess as a shinobi. So this is the 3-man team which I think is going to be suitable for this particular thing. Sure, Naruto can go alone as well, but I think that he's going to require the strength of other 2 people, especially a Byakugan user. Moreover, no, I don't think that Sasuke should actually go there. I think that he's rather going to be spending more time with Boruto, training him and probably keeping an eye on him because they know that Code is about to attack sometime sooner or later. And that is the reason why they do not want to abandon the entirety of Konoha. But since this is a very important mission, I think that Naruto is definitely going to take things in his very own hands, and I think that the other Kages are also going to support this decision. I'm not saying that they are not going to do anything at all, maybe they are going to do a joint mission as such, but I think that the search for this new 10 Tail falls squarely upon Naruto because of his link to the other tail beast. Now I'm not saying here that both these 10 Tails are going to be linked, they have totally different chakra signatures and they are totally different entities as such, but here I think that the entire situation can unfold like this. Since Naruto still has contact with the other tail beasts, he can kind of take their help in this particular regard to look for huge chakra signatures or huge, energy signatures, because at the end of the day the 10 Tails is a chakra monster, a chakra landmass as such. So this is kind of the way I think in which they are going to infiltrate this particular thing. I don't really think that bringing in Boruto would be a very bright choice, because at the end of the day, he's kind of being controlled by Momoshiki, and maybe because of the interference from the Ten Tails, his situation can get worse. So that's the reason why I think Naruto is going to not include Boruto in this particular mission and not utilize his karma as well. Of course, this is going to be a very important and very difficult mission for all of them, but this is something which Naruto has to do himself, and as such, I think that in the future of the Boruto manga, this mission for Hokage Naruto is coming up very soon. But at the end of the day, this is simply a prediction, this is simply a thought that I have. There is absolutely no guarantee that this is exactly the manner in which things are going to unfold. So what do you guys think about all of these things? Please do let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys agree or disagree? Please do let me know in the comment section below. So that's it for today guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel for more. Also, please do join the channel membership for some very cool perks and features. With that being said, this is Wonder WhyZ and I'll see you soon on the next one.